Welcome to Big Train Journeys. This is not going to be just another one of those typical trip report videos that you usually get to see on my channel. I'll also be addressing a serious issue that's plaguing the two Mangalore-Mumbai Superfast trains and diving deep into what's causing it. If you see these screenshots here, on the left is the 12619 Matsyagandha that runs between Mumbai Lokmanya Tilak Terminus and Mangalore Central. And on the right is the Garib Rath Express that runs from Mumbai Lokmanya Tilak Terminus to Thiruvananthapuram North. The Matsyagandha Express is supposed to reach Mangalore Central before the Garib Rath reaches Mangaluru Junction. However, the Matsyagandha Express has been delayed by 3 hours while the Garib Rath Express has reached Mangalore on time. And this is not a one-off incident. Let's dig deeper into this. Here you can see the running status of 3 trains with a departure date of November 21st, 2025. All 3 trains were delayed on Konkan Railway but have managed to reach Panvel more or less on time. These trains are the 22149 Ernakulam Pune Bi-Weekly Superfast Express, the 20112 Madgaon Mumbai CSMT Konkan Ganya Express, and lastly the 11004 Tutari Express that runs between Sawantwadi Road and Dadar. Now look at this. These are the running statuses of the two Mangalore-Mumbai Superfast trains. That's train number 12620 Mangalore Central Lokmanya Tilak Terminus Matsyagandha Express and 12134 Mangaluru Junction Mumbai CSMT Superfast Express. While the delay of the Matsyagandha Express is acceptable since it doesn't get delayed every single day, look at the delay of the second train, that's the 12134 Mangaluru Junction Mumbai CSMT Superfast Express. Again, nothing looks out of the ordinary, right? Trains do get delayed once in a while due to a variety of factors, and that's acceptable. Everyone understands that. But then, when you look at this screenshot, everything becomes clear, doesn't it? While all other trains on the Konkan Railway route run more or less on time, doesn't matter if it's a Vande Bharat train or a lowly passenger service, this one particular train, that's train number 12134 Mangaluru Junction Mumbai CSMT Superfast, gets delayed by hours every single day for no apparent reason whatsoever. And it's not 1 or 2 hours that we are talking about here, it's a delay of up to 7 hours. Yes, this train gets delayed by up to 7 hours for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Now some people think that train number 12134 gets delayed because 12133 arrives late and there is not sufficient turnaround time at Mangalore Junction. That's not the reason for the delay. When introduced, this train used to depart from Mumbai CSMT at 10 pm and reach Mangaluru Junction at 12:40 pm the next day, depart back to Mumbai CSMT from Mangaluru Junction at 2 pm and reach Mumbai CSMT at 4:20 am. Now it has been slowed down significantly and departs from Mumbai CSMT at 9:54 pm and reaches Mangaluru Junction at 1:05 pm the next day. It departs back to Mumbai CSMT from Mangaluru Junction at 2 pm and reaches Mumbai CSMT at 4:45 pm. So it has been slowed down significantly in both directions. And back in the day, even if train number 12133 reached Mangalore Junction late by 30 to 40 minutes, the return journey would commence on time, or even if it departed behind Matsyagandha Express, it used to get proper priority and reach Mumbai CSMT on time. However, things have changed. And how? However, nowadays, even if 12133 reaches Mangaluru Junction on time and 12134 departs on time, it ends up reaching Mumbai with a delay of 2 to 3 hours for no reason. Again, remember what I said earlier. All other trains are running more or less on time on the same single line section of Konkan Railway. So that is not a factor here. Also, there are no other disruptions along the route. Now look at these screenshots carefully. 12133 reached Mangaluru Junction just 36 minutes behind schedule, and 12134 could have easily departed on time, or maybe 15 to 20 minutes late at max. But what ended up happening was that train number 12134 was detained at Mangaluru Junction and Matsyagandha was sent ahead, thereby delaying 12134. This was done by Palghat Division section controllers, despite knowing very well that 12134 will be delayed by 3 to 4 hours by the time it reaches Mumbai. And once it entered Konkan Railway, what do the Konkan Railway controllers do? They detain 12134 at Tokur and let the on-time running Nizamuddin Ernakulam Weekly Superfast Express to cross there, and observe the increase in delay of 12134 at Suratkal, which is its first stop. Clearly, something is not right. Something is going on behind the scenes that only the section controllers of these 3 zones concerned, that is Southern Railways Palghat Division, Konkan Railway and Central Railways Mumbai Division, need to explain. Thousands of people from coastal Karnataka have missed their important appointments, their job interviews, their exams, and even their international flights in Mumbai due to this train's delay. In fact, if you go on x.com and search for 12134 Mangalore Express, you'll find thousands and thousands of complaints pertaining to this train's delay. However, all those complaints seem to have fallen on deaf ears. Neither the three zones who are associated with running this train, nor the local politicians, people's representatives, railway activists, or any media houses have been bothered about this train's delay affecting thousands and thousands of people on a daily basis. I mean, it's understandable if a train gets delayed by a couple of hours once in a while. Things can and do go wrong, and everybody understands it. But when one or two particular trains from a particular region get delayed by hours and hours while all other trains are running on time along the same stretch of tracks, then it's a matter of serious concern and should raise eyebrows. In this video, you'll see exactly why and how this train gets delayed, how a shocking lack of basic common sense from the section controllers of these three particular zones or divisions of Indian Railways puts thousands of passengers into hardship every single day. I hope someone takes note of this and tries to make amends. And for those uninitiated, Konkan Railway charges 40% inflated fares to recover the construction cost. Now this might seem baffling to some, and I'm sure 90% of the people who travel through Konkan Railway do not know about this simple fact. But yes, if you're traveling through Konkan Railway, you're paying 40% inflated fares. On top of that, you have Superfast surcharges for both these Superfast trains. That's train number 12134 Mangalore-Mumbai Superfast and the Matsaganda Superfast. And despite paying such inflated fares, if you're getting shortchanged by delaying your train by 5 to 6 hours, then you must stand up and question the incompetency. Anyway, let's begin this video now, and I hope you'll find it informative and enjoyable at the same time. The train is supposed to arrive on platform number 2. Here you can see an electric buggy that's used to ferry passengers between platforms. It's 2:03 in the afternoon now. 3 minutes past our scheduled departure time from Mangaluru Junction, and there's no sign of the train yet. It's 2:04 p.m. now, and there is train number 12133 rolling into the station. Thankfully, it's a VAP7 locomotive, which means that we'll be doing 120 kmph today. If we get to do that in the first place. Haha. So it's a VAP7 locomotive of Itarsi shed, number 39008. Passengers waiting here are finally heaving a sigh of relief. Some of them who have come from far off places have been waiting here for hours. And it's well past the scheduled departure time of the train towards Mumbai. Well, we had all boarded the train and we've just been asked to get off since they have to do cleaning here. I don't understand, this train already has onboard housekeeping service anyway. Well, it's 2:20 in the afternoon and the loco is yet to be detached from the other side. Such sad state of affairs and absolutely no value for passengers' time at all. Here you can see the station's housekeeping staff cleaning the train. Why though? This train has onboard housekeeping service. And the guy cleaning the train is stepping on seats that passengers have to use for sleeping tonight. It's 2:30 p.m. now and the loco is being finally reversed. Well, it's certain that the Matsaganda Express will be allowed to overtake us here. Since the loco is yet to be reversed, we won't be departing anytime soon anyway. Until a few years back, this train used to run on time with a tighter schedule and underpowered WDM2 or WDG3A locomotives. The station housekeeping staff has done a fairly decent job of cleaning the train's interior. Anyway, I found this exercise to be futile since the train has onboard housekeeping staff. So what will they do then? New retiring rooms and dormitories have come up at Mangaluru Junction. So if you are visiting Mangaluru, then you can explore this option for reasonably cheap stays. I don't know how good they are though. The mainline starter signal has been cleared for the Matsaganda Express, which will be overtaking us here, which means more delay for us. Here she comes, the Matsaganda Superfast. It's a VAP7 locomotive as well, which means that even that'll be doing 120 kmph. Hopefully it won't bother us too much by blocking our path. Let's see what shed this locomotive belongs to. That was VAP7 number 39350 from E-Road Loco Shed. And there goes the Matsaganda Express overtaking us. The Matsaganda is a much slower train. It takes over 16 hours for the journey from Mangaluru Central to Lokmanya Tilak Terminus, while our train is supposed to take less than 15. So that's why this is problematic, right? Because our train will never be able to recover delay if it trails that train. Matsaganda is scheduled to reach Lokmanya Tilak Terminus at 6:35 in the morning, while ours is scheduled to reach Mumbai CSMT at 4:45. That's a difference of almost 2 hours there. So best case scenario, which is not possible, But best case scenario is that we reach Mumbai with a delay of less than 2.5 hours if we trail Matsyagandha. And there she goes, leaving us behind. It's 2:52 p.m. now, and we are still stranded here at Mangalore Junction. I mean, how much time does it take to reverse a locomotive, man? And during the diesel days, they had to refuel the locomotive. They don't even have to do that now. Well, it's almost 3 p.m., and we've been finally allowed to depart from Mangaluru Junction. The station itself has undergone redevelopment under the Amrit Bharat station scheme. It gets new longer platform shelters and a swanky looking exterior. I've shown the exterior in the opening clip of this video. If you haven't seen it, go back and check it out again. A couple of WDG4 and a WAG9 locomotive in the loco siding here. It's a painfully slow crawl out of platform number 2 since we have to join the main line which runs through platform number 1. This is the Bhavnagar Thiruvananthapuram North Express, again running on time. We are approaching Jokkate station now, which is the last station on Southern Railway. The station was constructed a few years back but hasn't been open for passenger use, which is quite shocking. The station lies in such close proximity to the Mangaluru International Airport, and yet it hasn't been open for passenger traffic yet. I mean, what are the local representatives doing, man? That's the Mangalore International Airport as seen from Jokkate railway station. Yes, it's so close to the airport, and yet passengers cannot use this. There's track work up ahead due to line doubling work between Jokkate and Thokur. And this is the Jokkate station, which was supposed to be the airport connectivity station. However, let alone being open for passenger use, the station doesn't even feature a proper name board. It's a pretty unique station with a subway connecting the main station building to the platforms, which are island platforms. You can see track work going on as part of the ongoing Jokkate Thokur line doubling work. We are entering Konkan Railway now. The lines on the extreme left head towards the NMPT, that's the New Mangalore Port Trust, and the line in between will be the new up line towards Konkan Railway upon completion of the line doubling work here. You can also see Konkan Railway's massive pet coke unloading siding there. This is where the lines towards Konkan Railway and NMPT diverge. These are the newly installed turnouts for the double line section. And we finally entered Konkan Railway and we are crossing Thokur station here. It's 3:35 p.m. and we are pulling into Surathkal station for a scheduled halt. An empty Ro-Ro rig can be seen here. We're now delayed by over an hour. This is the only platform of Surathkal railway station. Departing from Surathkal station, the freight on the loop line was powered by twin WDG4 locomotives. Skipping Mulki station, some work is going on here. Hopefully that's for the construction of the second platform. The station desperately needs a second platform. We also seem to be overtaking this freight train here. I don't know if it's an overtake. Let's see if there's a loco at the other end. Yep, there is. So we have overtaken a freight here. Not yet doing 120. We're at 110 now. This is Nandiku station, a station that is so dear to my heart. Back in the day, some of us rail fans from Mangaluru used to spend hours and hours at the station watching trains whiz past. You can see the cooling towers and chimney of the UPCL thermal power plant here. Slowing down at Padubidri, looks like the Matsuganda Express hasn't cleared the block section ahead. I thought there was a speed restriction here, but there seems to be none. Well, surprise, surprise, the distance signal of Inanje station is green, which means that we'll be overtaking the Matsuganda Express here. There's a long speed restriction here. Looks like they're replacing the sleepers. By the way, if you don't know what sleepers are, it's those white things that you can see here. They're basically railroad ties if you're from the west. We've just cleared the speed restriction. I've begun accelerating. You can already see the Matsuganda Express waiting in the loop line for us. This is quite surprising because we are already late by more than an hour. Even the Matsuganda is now delayed by over 15 minutes, and the delay is bound to increase further with this overtake. There she is, the Matsuganda Express waiting for us. And the passengers on board that train must be wondering what's happening. Anyway, with the Matsuganda out of our way, hopefully we should get a clear run. Hopefully. Looks like we are accelerating to 120 kmph. Oh yeah, we are running at 120 kmph now. It's 4:16 p.m. and we are pulling into platform number 1 of Udupi station. Still running late by about an hour. There's a huge crowd here. Crowd of both trains. This train as well as the Matsuganda. This station seems to be getting a new platform shelter as well, thankfully. Look at the number of people waiting to board these two trains here. That's the Murudeshwar Bengaluru Express. Looks like it will be made to wait here until the Matsaganda arrives as well. We are departing from Udupi at 4:23. It was a long halt since there were plenty of parcels to be loaded into the luggage vans. Matsaganda is already hot on our tail. It's about to reach Udupi now. We are pulling into Kundapura station at 4:48 pm. The Murudeshwar Kachiguda Express is waiting for us here. The Matsaganda is already nearing Barkur, which is the preceding station. We departed from Kundapura at 4:52 pm. We have a non-stop run from here to Baindur. The Matsaganda has a non-stop run as well, but after that Matsaganda has plenty of stops. Skipping Bijur station at 120 kmph. There's a freighter waiting in the loop here, powered by Wagner locomotive. This seems to be one of those flatbed rakes used to ferry tractors from factories in Tamil Nadu to North India. Those are the Western Ghat mountain ranges, not really visible on camera due to haze. Yeah, about to pull into Mukambika Road, Baindur. It's 5:19 pm. We are pulling into Mukambika Road, Baindur station. This is a flag station, so it has no signals. No crossings can happen here either. Here's the Baindur tunnel just after the station. I just got down on the platform to stretch my legs. You can see the Baindur tunnel straight ahead. We departed from Baindur station at 5:21 pm. We're heading straight into the Baindur tunnel. It's over 2 kilometers long and is the first tunnel on Konkan Railway when you're coming from Mangalore and heading towards Mumbai. Pulling into Bhatkal station at 5:33 pm. Still delayed by around an hour and 15 minutes. Well, guess what? We've been altered here for a crossing. The Madgaon Mangalore passenger will be crossing us here, which means that we'll be delayed further. Here comes the Madgaon Mangaluru passenger, the oldest train on the Konkan Railway line. We've lost precious time here due to this crossing. We're departing from Bhatkal station at 5:48 pm. About to skip Murudeshwar station with the towering mountain ranges in the backdrop, completely hidden by clouds. The Matsaganda that's trailing us has a scheduled halt here. It also halts at Honavar, Gokarna, Ankola. Those are the additional halts it has compared to our train between Bhatkal and Karwar. This is one of my favorite parts when traveling on the Konkan railway line. It's the triple bridges across the Sharavati river just before Honavar. Those bridges lead straight into the Honavar tunnels. This is the first of the three bridges. It's a rather small one. I think that's called Sharavati Sea Bridge. What we are about to enter next is the longest bridge on this route. That's the Sharavati B Bridge. There's a large island here called the Marvin Kurve Island. There's also a fantasy amusement park being constructed right in the middle of this island. We are entering the Sharavati A bridge now. After this, we'll be heading straight into the Honavar tunnels. We were halted outside Honavar station for quite some time because this Mangala Express was entering the station. Now it has been brought onto the main line and we are being made to skip the station through the loop line. Again, wasted some precious time here for no reason. That Mangala Express is running before time anyway. Could have been halted at Kumta itself, but no. Looks like the Mangala Express will be held up here until Matsaganda arrives because Matsaganda is right on our tail. It is already approaching Monkey Station, which is the preceding block station. We're now delayed by almost 90 minutes. Pulling into platform number 1 of Kumta station at 6:31 p.m. Dinner will mostly be loaded here. You're loading dinner from Kumta. This train doesn't have a pantry car. However, there is side pantry. Departing from Kumta station at 6:35 p.m. Delayed by 90 minutes. We're about to skip Gokarna Road station. The Panchaganga Express to Bangalore is waiting for us here in the loop line. It's one of the last remaining diesel hauled trains on the Konkan railway line. Been looped here again at Harwada for the crossing of the Mangalore bound Vande Bharat Express. This train is running before time, so I don't see the reason behind making us wait here. I'm crossing the Karwar tunnel, which is the longest tunnel in Karnataka state. Pulling into Karwar station at 7:21 p.m. A lot of people have alighted here, mostly people from this region who had been to Mangalore or Udupi for healthcare or administrative purposes. A lot of people have boarded from here as well. So we are finally departing from Karwar station at 7:25 p.m. After this, we'll be entering the state of Goa. We're skipping Cancona station. The Madgaon Karwar memo is waiting for us here. Bought this veg biryani for 90 rupees from the onboard catering staff. It was loaded at Kumta. It looks decent. Let's see how it tastes. The taste of food was average at best. Standards have dropped sharply. Catering is provided by Ravikiran Catering of Kumta. Back in the day, the food was excellent, but now, average at best. Anyway, the time now is 8:10 p.m. and we are pulling into Madgaon station. Since today is a Wednesday, is also the weekly Vasco da Gama Patna Express. I think that's waiting here on platform 3. I can see a blinking tail light. Was supposed to depart at 8:05 p.m. Looks like it has been held up here and we'll be allowed to overtake it here itself. Good if that happens, since we'll get a clear run. I've been sent on platform 1. On platform 2, looks like that's the rear of the Mandavi Express, known as the food king of Indian Railways. We're departing from Madgaon station at 8:20 p.m. and overtaking the Vasco Patna Express. It's being powered by a VAB7 locomotive. A nice looking church here beside the station at Majorda. We are entering the Konkan Railway bound line here at Majorda Junction. This is Varna Station, the industrial area of Goa State. There's a big freight yard here on the other side. We are about to cross the Zuari River. I'm too lazy to get up from my berth and head to the other side to show you the magnificent view of the bridge. I'm pulling into Karmali station, that's Old Goa. Time now is 8:53 p.m. Means that we are running late by more than 90 minutes. Looks like all the other 3 lines have been occupied by freight trains. Time now is 9:12 p.m. and we are finally departing from Karmali station after a long halt of almost 20 minutes. We were halted here for a long time for the crossing of the Indore-Kochuveli Weekly Express. Again, just doesn't make any sense since that train has enough slack to reach Trivandrum North on time, even if it's delayed by 2 hours or more. We are now close to 2 hours behind schedule. A hopeless situation now. So you're witnessing exactly how this train gets delayed every single day due to poor section controlling. We're skipping Tivim station now. That's the Bandra Amargaon Tri-Weekly Express, going on platform number 2. Well, we are being halted at Madurai station. This is the first station in Maharashtra state. We're crossing the Netravati Express here. Again, another train that has enough slack to cover up delays. I don't know what's up with the horrible section controlling. We're about to skip Kudal station now. Matsaganda is right on our tail. That train has a scheduled halt here at Kudal though. This train skips Kudal but halts at Kankavali instead, while Matsaganda halts at Kudal. That's due to the staggered halt pattern policy being followed by Konkan Railway since its inception. I just don't get this nonsense, man. We are being looped here again at Sindhudurg for I don't know what reason. Maybe the Matsaganda Express will be allowed to overtake us here since I don't see any trains that are scheduled to process. For anybody justifying the delays that this train faces on a daily basis, this is a tight slap on their faces. There is nothing wrong with the route. There are no disruptions. The train is cleared for 120 kmph and it is doing 120 kmph. However, the controllers, they are a different story. They are the ones jeopardizing this train schedule by doing all this nonsense. Excellent. We have been halted here for the crossing of a freight train. Well, this is a departmental rake, which means that it isn't even a high priority one. There's no doubt in my mind now that this is being done on purpose. This train gets delayed on purpose. We're finally pulling into Kankavali station at 10:55 p.m. Running more than 2 hours late now. Sri Ganganagar Thiruvananthapuram North Weekly Express has been looped for us here at Vaibhavadi Road. For a change, we are not the ones being sent into the loop line for crossings. Well, we are at Villavade now. The time is 11:54 p.m. and the game of cat and mouse ends here. Konkan Railway, with their infinite wisdom, have decided that this train, which has a non-stop run between Ratnagiri and Panvel, has to be halted here, and the Matsaganda, which has an additional stop at Chiplun, needs to be sent ahead. The train that you see coming into the station is the down Matsaganda Express. That's the Matsaganda Express towards Mangalore. And the up Matsaganda, that's 12620 from Mangalore Central to Lokmanya Tilak Terminus, will be overtaking us here. Both the trains are running at 120 kmph. The Matsaganda Express has an additional halt. It's supposed to reach Mumbai 2 hours after us, and yet that train is being sent ahead. How can you even justify this stupidity? And this happens every single day. The up starter and advanced starter signal have gone green for the Matsaganda to overtake us. Here comes the Matsaganda Express, which had overtaken us first at Mangalore Junction, and we had re-overtaken it at Inanje, and now it overtakes us again here at Villavade. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a standing ovation to the wonderful section controlling of Konkan Railway. And there she goes. The down Matsaganda is departing towards Mangalore as well. Anyway, I'll sleep after this. I won't be recording much. I'm sure by the time I wake up, we'll be running late by 4 to 5 hours at the very least. That was Villavade station where the overtake happened. Looks pretty deserted. But there are no trains scheduled to stop here until tomorrow morning. Today morning. It's already past midnight now. Well, the time now is 1 am. We're pulling into Ratnagiri station, delayed by almost 3 hours. This train has a non-stop run from here to Panvel, which I'm sure won't happen tonight. So we are departing from Ratnagiri station at 1:09 am. So now you know exactly how and why this train gets delayed. It's not due to any technical reasons or any of that bullshit that's being propagated by some people. It's plain and simple. Poor section controlling with zero accountability. That's all. Anyway, I'll stop recording now and head off to sleep. Looks like somebody has pulled the chain here. And come on, man, the train's already delayed by 3 hours. Well, it's 6:43 in the morning now. We're just pulling into Diva Junction. Now running late by more than 3 hours, almost 4 hours. Now it's left to the Central Railway's Mumbai Division controllers to troll us further. Making an unscheduled halt at Diva Junction, which is not a surprise at all. The time now is 7 a.m. and we are pulling into platform number 8 of Thane station. On platform number 7 is the Mumbai Gorakhpur Express. People here must be so used to seeing this train pulling into the station delayed by several hours that it's not surprising to them anymore. We're on the 6th line, that's the Lokmanya Tilak Terminus bound line. The late running Howrah Mumbai Express or Howrah Mumbai Mail has just overtaken us from the 4th line, that's the up fast line. And also having a parallel run with a slow local bound towards Mumbai CSMT. We are finally being taken on the up fast line here at Vidya Vihar. This is where the lines towards Mumbai Lokmanya Tilak Terminus branch out. Looks like the Howrah Mumbai mail hasn't cleared the platform at the other station yet. That's why we are slowing down here just before Matunga. Strange that until a few years back, this locomotive used to haul this very train into Mumbai well before time. Look at it now, restricted to a maximum speed of 60 kmph. That is the Dadar coaching yard. And also see the high rises of Mumbai in the background. Also a slow local exiting the other station. Finally skipping the other station at 7:40 a.m. This is one of the few mail express trains to not halt at Dadar. It's almost 8 a.m. now, and we are finally pulling into Mumbai's Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj terminus, formerly known as the Victoria terminus. I think we are being sent on platform number 9. This train has a rather short rake anyway, and has just 16 coaches now. So we have finally arrived at Mumbai Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj terminus at 8 a.m. We are late by 3 hours and 15 minutes, all thanks to the relentless trolling by the three zones, that is Southern Railway, Konkan Railway and Central Railway. Anyway, for people watching this video, you now know why this train runs late every single day. The reason is simple: poor section controlling. The day the Railway Ministry steps up its game and starts asking accountability from the section controllers who do a poor job of handling trains, especially targeting certain trains like this and delaying it by hours, that's the day we'll see a positive change. Until that day, people will continue to suffer. Passengers will miss their job interviews, their appointments, their international flights, their exams, and so on. Nobody will be held accountable for all the hardships faced by passengers. Some of us will keep raising this issue on social media, only to be blatantly ignored by the people's representatives as well as the railway officials. Anyway, if you found this video informative and enjoyed watching it, do give it a like and do share it, right? Especially if you're from Mangalore or the coastal Karnataka region, do share this video as much as possible.